I want to thank Joseph for the dedication because without specifying where he actually is, but I'll tell you, it's actually in the middle of the night for Joseph. He
Yes.
hasn't been getting any sleep to make this app available for you. And by the way, Patricia, for you, it's also in the middle of the night. So also thank
Absolutely.
you that you're doing this. Fortunately, in the Netherlands, we are almost in the same time zone as Kampala, and that is kind of practical when you're tallying the results.
Absolutely, absolutely. And before we get started, again, talk to us. Why should Ugandans trust these results, Nico, Dr. Nico?
Yeah, so we knew how these elections would unfold. We've seen in 2016 that while the government was chasing for the truth, the copies of the DOR forms, that they would start announcing fake results, and that is exactly the same thing that is happening now. So we have heard fake announcements of districts where everybody knows that Chigolonji is in the win. When these results were announced, no proof was given at all. So
Yes.
first they announce, and then in their places they doctor the proof, while they are chasing for the real proof that is in the country with the agents of the various parties. And so we have also been adding up the results, and we see that they are different.
Yes.
Like we have seen running up to these elections, the enormous support for Chigonji all across the country, with a 75 majority in the central, 75% majority in the east, about 50-50 in the north, and in the west, even there, Chigolanji has big support. And so the results that are displayed now by electoral commissions are simply not true. They're based on doctored results that have been provided to them by the government, and everybody wants to be aware of it, and that is why Ugandans want us to display the real results.
Absolutely. And then with you, Joseph, clearly on the tech team. So with us having these results to compare to the NRM results, what does this mean for the future of Uganda and for Changlanyi Sentamu Robert?
So we, as we do tally the results, it's very clear, as Dr. Nika said, that Chagulanyi is the voice of the people of Uganda. In all areas of Uganda, as we continue to tally, we see a pattern that the people have actually decided the change they need. Now, the Electoral Commission, as for the future of how the Electoral Commission's integrity and transparency lies, I think as you trend on social media or follow up on several Ugandans right now, they have a distrust of the information and the data being given to them by the Electoral Commission. So the Electoral Commission needs to come out clean by providing the correct results that are coming from the polling stations. Because the Uvote app, the advantage we have, people are sending the results with the declaration of the declaration form. So we can verify that at this polling station, this is the results authenticated by a specific EC officer, and we can go ahead and approve such areas. Now, the Electoral Commission needs to do the same if they want to stand by their mission. They need to show the Ugandans that the organization can be trusted, that they will stand independent to voice out who has actually won the election legitimately. And so I think the organization right now, they are standing right in the middle to decide on where it needs to go. They either come out clean, or the Ugandans won't trust anything they do because they are not providing the transparency, the fairness that they basically adhere to in their mission.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Tim.
In the 2021 Uganda general elections, 11 candidates are battling for the highest seat in office. Yoweri Kaguta Museveni is presenting himself for the 6th term after 34 years in office, still as a leader of the national resistance movement. He is intent on rigging the vote again, so therefore, we are counting the votes as well. Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, also known as Bobi Wine, is presenting himself for the first time, and he is already the biggest challenger and a leader of the NUP, National Unity Platform. We are also counting for Patrick Oboy Amriat, leader of the FDC, Forum for Democratic Change; Mugisha Muntu, leader of the ANT, Alliance for National Transformation; and Norbert Mao as a leader of the DP Democratic Party. Furthermore, we have 6 independent candidates: John Katumba, William Ayambala, Fred Mwesije, Henry Tumukunde, Nance Kalembe, and Joseph Kabuleta. Uvote is counting your votes. It's about Uganda's Choice 2021.
Yes, so here we have the tallied results for 16 January. We've been adding a lot of polling stations, and these are real results, right? Because the internet is off, that's why it's hard to get those results in. We could be doctoring results, and then we would show that 50%, 51% of the votes are counted, like Electoral Commission is doing. We have counted 2% of the votes, but these are real results. The real results are that Kyagulanyi is now at 75%, and Museveni is just above 20%. And if we go down a little bit, then we see how the other candidates are doing. Amuriat, he is having 1.5%, and if I'm not mistaken, he is in the 3rd place at the moment. Shared 4th place is for Norbert Mao and Mugisha Muntu, both with 0.6%. So it is really clear this is just a 2-horse game, and actually Kyagulanyi has more than 3 times as many votes as Museveni has. And I'm passing over to you, Joseph, for the district results.
Sure, thank you, Dr. Nico. So as per district results stand, we have Kampala, and we can see vividly that Honorable Kyagulanyi is won with a very huge percentage by 75%. We have President Yoweri Museveni with 20.2%. And then we do have the 3rd place coming in there, Honorable Patrick coming in there. And that's Kampala. I was just waiting for Susan. She was going to interpret that, but
Yes, I'm here. Mukampala, Robert Kyagulanyi aina 75 n'obutundutundu 16. Museveni aina 2 n'obutundutundu 2. Henry, I think let's read only the 2, right?
Yeah. So, and Wakiso, this is Wakiso district. Honorable Kyagulanyi is still leading with a very huge percentage. These are strongholds for him. We see 78.93%. We have President Museveni with 18.41%.
Wakiso district ye Wakiso, Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert akyakulembedde ng'ayina 78 n'obutundutundu 93. Yoweri Museveni Kaguta alina 18 n'obutundutundu 41.
Okay. And I think, and the next district we have Kasanda district. Honorable Kyagulanyi is still winning with a very huge percentage, 63.94%. and President Museveni is having 35.03%.
District ya Kasanda Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert akyakulembedde n'obululu 63 n'obutundutundu 94. Owokubiri Yoweri Museveni Kaguta ayina 35 n'obutundutundu 3.
Busia District, Honorable Kyagulanyi is still winning with a huge percentage, once again doubling twice President Museveni with 62.44% and President Museveni with 29.69%.
Mubusia District, Honorable Kyagulanyi akyalidinze ayina 62 n'obutundutundu 44. Owokubiri Yoweri Museveni Kaguta ayina 29 n'obutundutundu 69.
Mukono District, the lead there, once again, Honorable Kyagulanyi winning with a very huge percentage, 71.11%, and President Museveni with 21.58%.
District ye Mukono, Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert akyakulembedde n'obululu ne percentage 71 n'obutundutundu 11. Yoweri Museveni Kaguta percentage 21 n'obutundutundu 58.
District Rengo, we have Honorable Kyagulanyi winning with once again twice as many votes as President Museveni is winning with 68.55%. President Museveni is having 18.67%.
A district ye Lwengo, Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert akyakulembedde ne percentage 68 n'obutundutundu 55. President Yoweri Museveni Kaguta ayina 18 n'obutundutundu 67%.
District, Mityana District, Honorable Kyagulanyi has 72.97% and President Museveni has 24.91%.
District ye Mityana, Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert akyakulembedde ne percentage 72 n'obutundutundu 97. Incumbent President Yoweri Museveni ayina 24 n'obutundutundu 91.
And for Buyukwe District, Honorable Kyagulanyi does have 71.80% and President Museveni has 15.21%.
District ye Buyikwe, Honorable Kyagulanyi Robert Ssentamu akyakulembedde ne percentage 71 n'obutundutundu 8. Incumbent Yoweri Museveni Kaguta ayina 15 n'obutundutundu 21%.
Next district, Chotera District, Honorable Kyagulanyi is leading once again twice as many votes. He's winning by 66.61% and President Museveni with 28.25%.
District ya Chotera, Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu akyakulembedde ne percentage 66 n'obutundutundu 61. Incumbent Yoweri Museveni Kaguta ayina 28 n'obutundutundu 25.
Next district, Luwero District, Honorable Kyagulanyi is winning, I think 3 times as many votes. He has 64.12% and President Museveni has 17.6%.
District ye Luwero, Honorable Kyagulanyi akyakulembedde emirundi 3 mu maaso n'obutundu ne 64 n'obutundutundu 12%. Incumbent Yoweri Museveni Kaguta ayina 17 n'obutundutundu 6.
It's interesting to note that here the other candidates are having a little bit of the votes. That Muntu is having 5% and Amuriat is having 4%. Did you expect that, Joseph, for this district?
Yeah, these districts actually do have a quite support for FDC and also the Democratic Party. So it's not a surprise that the votes at least split a little bit with the other two candidates pretty well in comparison to the other districts. So that's really a good point to note there, Dr. Nick.
Okay, let's go to the next.
Yeah, in Masaka City, we do have Honorable Kyagulanyi winning there on 72.63%, and President Museveni 20.53%.
District ye Masaka City, Honorable Kyagulanyi alina 7.2 Incumbent Yoweri Museveni Kaguta alina 2.5
Kasese district, we have 59.3%. That's for Honorable Kyagulanyi. He's still leading in that district. This is more votes than Museveni, I think 4 times more. And President Museveni has 16.24%.
District ye Kasese, Kyagulanyi alina obululu buna mu maaso ga Museveni. Honorable Kyagulanyi ali 59.38. Incumbent Yoweri Museveni Kaguta alina 16.24.
And in this district, it's interesting that John Katumba is for the first time having some decent scoring with 5%. Does that make sense for this district, Joseph?
I think it does. Kasese does have a really interesting history. You can see that President Museveni has performed really, really bad in this district so far, and I don't think he can perform any well because of what has happened to the people in this district and what the regime has done. So it does explain why there is also pretty good even split of votes with other candidates in this district.
Okay, thank you.
And the next district is Tororo district, where still Honorable Kyagulanyi is winning by 59.3%. This is still 4 times more votes than President Museveni, who is at 16.24%.
District ye Tororo, Honorable Kyagulanyi Sentamu Robert akyakulembedde emirundi 4 ne 5.38. Incumbent Yoweri Museveni Kaguta alina 16.24.
Susan, I'm apologizing that we haven't included Mbala in these results. So, yeah, next time we'll put Mbala there for you, so you can read it in Lugizu.
We have Hoima results in. You have to put them in.
Yes, we can. We will add them shortly.
Yeah.
So that is really interesting, Joseph, to see the breakdown per district. And I mean, we were already saying that on previous episodes, but now the viewers can see it better. It really is. There is a consistent support all across these districts for Kyagulanyi.
Yeah, that's very true, and it's quite interesting to also note that some of these districts, it's what the Electoral Commission is not actually showing up on the tallies they have. And so as they continue to do their side, it'll be interesting to see that percentage of Honorable Kyagulanyi. I suspect will continue to go up unless if they continue to play with the votes as they're doing.
Yes.
Haki Afrika tunasema tunakataana na mambo ambayo yanafanyika Uganda. Watu wameshikwa, watu wameuliwa, na sisi kama Wakenya lazima tujitokeze na tuzungumze, kwa sababu jana ilikuwa Tanzania, juzi imekuwa Uganda, alafu kesho itakuwa Kenya. So let's come out all in numbers and condemn what is happening in Uganda.
Perfect. What a powerful video that is. So that is a lady in Kenya that is actually demanding that
you're live.
That both Kenyans and Ugandans get out to the streets and demand that the world sees what's happening in Uganda, and that we are all condemning what is happening in Uganda. And so now we actually have a team in Amsterdam that's also protesting against the impunity that is taking place in Uganda. And so let us go ahead and speak to one of the protesters on the ground.
We are here to show our discomfort. We are here in solidarity with our Ugandans who can stand in public to say this, that our vote was rigged. We are here to show the inequality that is happening in Uganda. The internet has been off for 2 days. Many of the people that are in Uganda use internet to do their business. Putting off internet shows that you want to do something in the dark. Someone that is saying that you won the election, why do you have to put off the internet? Why do you have to put up such a big number of the army on the streets? Something shows that this is real a dictatorial government. Someone that has been in power for the last 35 years, you can't tell us that you are going to take our country somewhere else. That's my opinion.
Thank you. I want us to go to today in the protest here in Amsterdam.
Perfect. So we can't hear him too well. However, he was partly summing it up and saying that it's very clear that Museveni cannot secure the future of Ugandans. If he was, then why is the internet off? Why are they not? Why are they being discreet in terms of how they are releasing the election results? And then, of course, as we saw yesterday, Bobby Wine is under house arrest, and I'm pretty sure he continues to be under house arrest, and he's a presidential candidate. Let's see what's happening again on the ground in Amsterdam. Perfect. And there you have it, Ugandans. So wherever you are, do everything in your power to ensure that we are bringing about awareness to the situation in Uganda. The Ugandan people need us. At this particular moment, they cannot activate on their own behalf. And so we just saw that protest in Amsterdam. And as you can see on the screen, there's going to be another protest that is going to be coming up soon. And that is going to be on the 23rd of January, where it's going to be in Amsterdam again. What time? 10 p. Is that 10 a.m. or 10 p.m.? I think there was a small little mistake. I believe that's going to be at 10 a.m. In the morning. And so let's talk to Dr. Nico real quick. Hello, Dr. Nico.
Yes, hi. So, I mean, great to see these people there on the demonstration, and it's so important that that people are letting themselves hurt, because first of all, this wouldn't even be possible in Uganda. If these people were protesting like this in Uganda, there would now be like 30 military around hitting them. They probably wouldn't even have been wearing police uniforms, and the people would have been moved to safe houses and being tortured.
Exactly.
Fortunately, we here in democratic countries, we can just speak out openly about what we feel, and what we feel. The demonstration, for example, is first of all addressing the support for Western countries to Uganda. The reason why Museveni is organizing these fake elections is because he needs the money from the West, and the West is putting as a condition, please have elections. Doesn't matter if they're fake, just have elections so it looks like you're one of us.
Yes.
And then the other.
Go on.
Yeah. Please give your comment here.
No. Please go on, Dr. Nico.
Okay. Yeah. So that's the first thing. And then the second thing, for a democracy to function, obviously you need peace. You need safety so that everybody can vote without being intimidated. But in recent years, we also know you need the internet.
Yes.
Even human rights organizations are clearly indicating that internet is an important factor to let democracy function.
Yes.
Even Twitter has announced clearly on their Twitter account that they're concerned about the fact that Uganda has stopped the internet. I should remind the people that before the internet went off, the Uvote app acquired 100,000 users in Uganda. Those people went into the Uvote app and registered to help the democracy function. And then 2 days ago, the internet was shut off, and then obviously no new users are being registered.
Exactly.
So at this moment, we are not well able to check on what's going on. And to connect this back to the demonstration in Amsterdam, this is partly made possible by Airtel and MTN. Airtel and MTN, they just do whatever the government pleases, even if it violates human rights.
Yes.
And Airtel is located in the Netherlands. And that is the reason why these people are also demonstrating against Airtel.
Wow, so Airtel, that's amazing.
Yeah, Airtel, just in their commercial interests, are shutting down the internet whenever they receive a phone call from Mr. Museveni.
Definitely. And then, of course, we also have the
people down. So this must stop. European should stop funding Ugandan government. Should stop funding the government should be taken up as the Uganda president-elect of Uganda. Congratulations, Mr. President. Robert Chapman said to me, Uganda, we are standing with you in government. We are all there, and we hope that the will of the people will stand up and everything will come to the side. And Uganda, we are waiting for you in the ICC. We are in wherever this aspect of justice is going to the Uganda, going to be honorable and all accountable. According to them, thank you, Uganda. All of us are bleeding with you. All of us are bleeding with you. Uganda, stand up. Be peaceful. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Don't do anything that is danger.
Perfect. Thank you very much for everything that you all are doing in Amsterdam. And of course, Eric Vanda, who is also from Amsterdam, organized this protest, and he's not even a Ugandan. And so it just goes to show that the more noise we keep making, there's so many people that are adding themselves to us and help us make even more noise so that all the world can actually hear us. And so, Dr. Nico, what do you, in terms of, man, I forgot my question.
Let me comment on what I saw. So it was a bit difficult to read the sign, but one of the, the internet, we were already talking about that the internet is being shut off, so the demonstrators are protesting against that. Fake electoral commission results, free Uganda, Museveni must go. This is democracy, that you're just allowed to say that. NL funds dictator. And then this one, no vote rigging, fake results, Museveni.
For Uganda.
Exactly. That is what is going on at this moment. And you know, I think Museveni would pay millions of dollars if it would just be possible for him to send 2 agents there to knock everybody down.
Yes.
Right? But he can't. He is powerless against this outcry of freedom of expression in the rest of the world.
Yes, yes. And clearly what's happening right now cannot sustain long term. Eventually, he's going to have to turn on the internet. And after he turns the internet on, then you're going to see that uproar. And then, you know, in a sense, it kind of works in our favor because we are going to be able to display our results with the Uvote app. And so let's go on ahead and see if we can get Dr. Lewis Rubongoa.
Yes, we have tried to call David Lewis for comment, but unfortunately his phone is switched off at the moment. My dear colleague Susan is going to give it another try. But this is just another example that the democracy is not functioning. We're not even able to call up the Secretary General of the biggest party of Uganda.
And you know, it's funny. There was a video that was circulating of Bebe Cool, who obviously is a supporter of Museveni, where he had internet and he's actually calling one of the programs and talking to them about why they should not vote for Bobby Wine. And it was so silly. And I'm like, why does this guy have internet and the rest of the Ugandans do not have internet? So it's, you know, very bad politics overall. Bad politics. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's a very good example, Patricia. Yes.
Well,
so, Patricia, I have a question for you. What is the situation on the diaspora leader, Herman?
So he's still under arrest, but we do have some lawyers on the ground that are handling the situation. But obviously, in this particular situation, until again internet comes back, there's so much that's still like kind of on hold at this particular moment. And then Ugandans are being very smart and very strategic. They understand that if they come out on the streets now, Museveni is going to kill them. And so they are waiting to get internet back, and then they can move on to the next agenda. I'll probably say Plan B.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I mean, Chibulangi has already been explaining about peaceful protest. And yesterday on the show, Eric has also been explaining a lot about peaceful protests.
Yes,
we can be sure that they are needed. The Ugandan people are not going to accept the charade that the Electoral Commission is performing at the moment. They know that what is presented by the Electoral Commission are straight out lies.
Yes.
People of Uganda have the right to peacefully protest.
Absolutely. And non-violently. Let's take a look at that picture again from that protest that is coming up in Amsterdam. So when you look at this picture, there's a lady, and you know, she has tape on her mouth, and it says hashtag freedom. She's basically, she wants to speak, but she can't speak. Because of there's a lack of freedom of expression in Uganda. And so this is something that any of us can do. Take a picture of yourself, put tape. You don't have to put the word freedom if you can't. And post it on your social media. Let's say hashtag freedom Uganda. We want freedom of expression. If we can have, that's also another form of activism, and then tag different leaders worldwide, the senators, the representatives, and then of course different people from different news platforms, whether it's BBC or CNN, you know, so that we can get the word out. And when it comes to protesting, nonviolent protest, you don't have to really even talk. Just going out there with that tape and the word #freedom, it sends a very big picture to the world and those that are watching you. Dr. Nico, what do you think of that?
Yeah, I totally agree. For example, what I liked so much recently, I don't even know which country it was. I think it was Hong Kong. People were protesting with white paper, just to indicate whatever I write on this piece of paper, the police is going to get me. So they were protesting with blank white papers, just to show how their freedom of expression is hurt.
Exactly. So we have to be creative at the end of the day. But we are going to go on ahead and end this program. When do we expect to have more results, Dr. Nico?
Yeah, so I can say that at this moment we really see many results coming in.
Okay.
Although the government is closing down the internet, the people of Uganda are intelligent, right? And they find their ways to get those results to us. So government of Uganda, stop the chasing of these people. These are innocent people. Stop preventing democracy. We are going to get those results anyway. Those declaration of results forms, there are already many copies. So even if you are able to hunt that person that has them and you are able to kill them, we will have the copies anyway.
Yes.
And we will know that you were the one that killed that agent.
Yes.
And you will be held responsible for that. And you will even go to the ICC in The Hague to be tried for these crimes against humanity.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you very much, Dr. Nico. And we will be back again sometime later to read more results. Thank you again.
You are watching the Vote Monitoring Program, which tracks live polling results and covers the latest election updates. Uvote Counting Stream, streaming for you live.